Welcome to Brawlhalla.
And so Luna bringing out the Tai Lung, the Mordex crossover. Again, the up-and-coming main for Luna so far has worked out so well. But in previous memory, even looking at Summer Champs, right, Luna hasn't been able to find that conversion with the Mordex just yet, Slow. We've seen them lose 1-3 against Jet Bean, and even 1-3 against the Sidra of experience being welded out in the previous tournament. And so far, this has to be that redemption game for that Mordex pick.
Absolutely. You see these guys, you know, while they're getting warmed up and figuring each other out, you got to love the respect between these two players at the beginning of the match. You know, Luna's a little more new school. Lil Cap has been here a long, long time, and you gotta enjoy the respect between the two generations, if you will. But with that being said, Luna taking his stand in center stage right now, switching over to the gauntlets, kind of having his fun up in the air. Spot dodge, not finding his way. Recovery going to find his home, though. Back and forth action in between, and the stocks are still looking pretty close in this opening stock for both of these players.
Oh, that scythe is out though. A single Sarah sends Little Cap off the stage. Now, of course, Little Cap, you always think of the hammer, right? Just like known for the hammer player. Goes down so early on that first stock. Luna has just been oppressive so far, Slow, and so far Little Cap, despite finding a little bit of chip damage against Luna, hasn't found an answer. Now they're shoved off the stage.
Absolutely, and you know, we point out, you know, Lil Captain has, you know, is retired and taking his time off. His hammer is not in the same state it was when he was last, you know, professional in this game, an active professional in this game. So we'll see if he's able to adjust to the adjustments that have been made to that weapon since then. And so far, he's having a little bit of a difficulty getting started against Luna in this opening game. Luna's kind of having his way with him over here with those aerial scythe attacks. Lil Cap trying to get an edge guard laid down, but Luna right there with the weapon throw to shut it down. Oh my goodness, Keg. No, Luna, no! Not enough momentum off of it to follow up, but he's out here just playing around now. Scythe flying, there goes the signature, there goes the stock, and there goes game one. Luna up 1-0.
Fantastic work from Luna through and through. Really good redemption match, and like you said, it's a great warm-up for both of these players. Keep in mind, a best of 5. One stage down is in Luna's favor, but it's not too late for Little Cap to bring it back. Looks like, though, Little Cap may have just needed a little bit of that skin change action there. The big old brother bear comes back out. And remember, like, I remember when Little Cap first came into this game as a pro player, and this was the skin combo that we saw for so long.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looks like he's taking it back to his roots right now. See what he can do with it.
Hey, sometimes that's all you need. Going back to your roots, refining yourself as a person. You know, playing in these sports is like a spiritual journey. You have to rediscover who you are, and you're always learning more about yourself.
He's self-reflecting in game 2 of this set, he is.
I mean, yeah, that happens a lot.
He's going to need to do some self-reflection to be able to adjust to Luna. He's got to get that download finished and figure out what he's got to do to get around these gauntlets and sights coming from this Mordex. There we go, a little life coming out of Little Cap. Now we're seeing a little burst off the sword. The Luna's having absolutely none of it, trying to toss him up and get that little clip stock off the right side. Not able to find a home for it though. But, you know, as flashy as it looks, they are pretty even on the health once again in this opening stock. Luna shutting it down, though.
Master's Curse comes by just a little bit. Luna does take that first stock in relative fashion off of the ground pound there. But, you know, Little Cap, he's been focusing on sword play so much more than the hammer as of now. Now, that was the only weapon that he had picked up for that first stock. But hammer comes by, goes for the swing off the ledge. Can't quite find the confirmation against Luna just yet, but that's okay. The beginning of a combo starter comes by into a recovery. It sends Little Cap into the air.
Ooh, nice air.
Simple side air. It's not going to be enough.
Shut it
Where's
down.
the offstage play? There it is.
Let's go.
Reminds me a lot of that last stock against
options.
Little Cap in the first game. Luna can't find the recovery, and suddenly it feels like the game becomes even again Slow.
Looking a lot better, for sure, for sure. Luna went for that ground pound, trying to, I guess he figured Little Cap just wouldn't figure it was coming. Was a very risky move indeed, but Little Cap's starting to get warmed up now, looking real good on that edge guard with sword. Luna able to dodge through that ground pound, but doesn't really seem to mix things up too much. Little Cap getting back, switching over to hammer. Luna, as soon as he switches over, Luna's able to come in with that nice little side light off the gauntlets and shut every bit of that momentum down. Edge guard finds its home. Lil Cap has no options for himself, and just like that is a one-stock game.
And it looks like there'll be the return of the sword again for Little Cap. That found a lot of early damage on the first stock against Luna. Sword back in the possession of Little Cap here is a really good starter here. Maintaining his distance, but Luna finds an entry point to go in. Great combo starter, throwing the gauntlets into the air. Loses them out though slow. And even the gravity cancel
Luna!
Pub stop.
Pop off,
Beautiful
man!
work from Luna. It shuts down Little Cap for that second game. All right, now we're looking at maybe upper bracket life here for Little Cap. He needs to win this next game. Changes another skin through. Love this one next coming out as well. But keep in mind, this Mordex pick is relatively new for Luna as well. In previous tournaments, we'd seen a mix of Thor and a little bit of Mordex, but so far, this has been one of the first 2 tournaments where so far it has been flawlessly in Mordex's favor.
So far, so good, absolutely. Dominating opening 2 games of the set, and that is just really the Luna effect. I promise you, you're going to see it all afternoon long. I mean, he is power ranked #1 for an absolute reason. And we're seeing it in full effect right here in this opening set of today's tournament. Little Cap swinging with that stare, trying to find a... Oh, okay, here we go. Nice off-stage play for Little Cap. Luna's right there, though. Nice bait and switch. Tossing him down to the bottom right corner in a very early stock. 30 seconds coming off of Little Cap.
By far in North America, Luna is one of the most consistent offstage players we have seen in such a long time. Every single engagement, barring one so far this entire set, has Luna been able to capitalize on offstage situations against Little Cap. Now on the stage though, Little Cap does find a little bit more of his home in the grounded play, has the sword in the air, but again, leans himself towards the edge of the stage. He's trying to take that first stock off of Luna, but it gets difficult. Luna wants that offstage play. Gets denied by the ledge guard. Little Cap again off the stage, still waiting for Luna to push up into maybe a signature, but no. Instead, it's a combo starter. Good weapon throw into the recovery, evens up the stock, and slow. Little Cap has taken so little damage to even things up.
It did. He's a little more disciplined at this game, being a little more methodical in his placements. And I mean, you don't ever want to see anybody get shut out. We want to see at least Little Cap get on the scoreboard here. So far, so good this game, but Luna's got that scythe back in his hand, and we've seen how devastating it's been so early in the set. Oh, tossing him out. Oh, in danger of losing that stock. Sweat beats out. Luna gets the wrong read, and that gives Little Cap the position to try and get some edge guard in. Throwing back on Hammer. Nice dodge. Unarmed recovery coming from Luna, taking Little Cap all the way up to the ceiling. Oh, coming down, looking for it. Nair to keep him out, and that's going to do it.
And this is for upper bracket life right now for Little Cap.
Yes.
Yeah, best of 5 so far. 2 games in Luna's favor. Little Cap trying to stay through, needs to take the next 2 stocks off in order to bring things to game #4. That being said, though, recovery goes into the air. It's all grounded play. Luna with the sword, Little Cap with the sword has been the best ordeal so far to go up against Luna. An absolute titan with the gauntlets off stage. That being said, though, once, not twice, now in the air, weapon throw goes through. Little Cap picks up the hammer again. Needs to find that confirmation. Unable to do so. Stock, tournament, possibly just upper bracket life in favor of Luna right now to move on to the next set. It's all down to this. Trying to premeditate what Luna will do next. The ferocious fury of this Mordex pick. So good! It's a stomp into the side air. Luna's off stage. Back to the sword once again. No confirmations yet. A recovery just where Luna wants them. A great side sig comes by slow, and that is a clean 3-0 for Luna.